We live on this bitch, man. We live on this bitch, man. Yo, what's up, YouTube, man? Ready for war, ready for action. Ready for war, ready for action. Ready for war, ready for action. Got game two. Indiana Pacers, OKC, NBA Finals. I know what's going on. Pacers up 1-0. Stole that first game. OKC was up majority of that game. They stole that man. And he came back and won. Tyrese Halliburton came up in the clutch. Clutch game winner. Clutch shot. Crazy, man. Crazy. Oh, yeah. We getting ready to start. Starting lineup, OKC, Luke Dort, Chet Holmgren, SGA, Jalen Williams, Casey Wallace. Indiana got they look same starting lineup. Halliburton, Miles Turner, Pascal, Naismith, Nemhart. As we getting started, tip off, OKC wins. It's Casey Wallace. He gets to the rim and he scores. Tyrese Halliburton, Pascal for three. He knocks it down. Chet, J Dub, J Dub at the Chet punk fake. Chet, he misses. Chet get his own rebound and he scores. We got Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton And Naismith for three. Naismith, he missed the three. J-Dub rebound. J-Dub down the lane. J-Dub kicks it to Dort for three. That one go. Pascal rebound. He gives to Nembhard. Pascal. Miles Turner. Miles Turner back to Nembhard. Nembhard with the mid range. He knocks it down. Got Cason Wallace. Cason Wallace to Jada the check, pump fake, check, spin move. Gets the SGA. SGA kicks it out to Cason Wallace. Cason Wallace, he missed the three. As it was last touched by OKC. Passes the ball. Hallie. Miles Turner, pump fake. Miles Turner. He gets fouled. Or no, he didn't get fouled. He it was out of bounds on check. He got stripped. Halliburton gets to Miles Turner saves it. Almost went out backcourt. And Naismith come up with it. Gets to Nembhard with the mid range. Nembhard, he misses. Dort rebound. He gets the SGA. SGA. Dort for three. Dort, he knocks down the three. Luke Dort, that nigga. Miss. Nembhard to Miles Turner. Pascal turns the ball over. Great defense by OKC. We got Luke Dort. He gets to Jada with the crossover. Jada gets it stolen by Pascal. Pascal come up with it. Come to Naismith. Nembhard back to Naismith to Halliburton and Nembhard gets it deflected out of bounds. Nembhard inbounds it. He inbounds it. Miles Turner. Pascal for three. Pascal missed the three. It'll be out of bounds. OKC ball. SGA with the midi. He knocks it down. You got Halliburton. Pascal. The Miles Turner with the midi. He knocks it down. Great pass by Pascal. You got J-Dub. Shea for three. Shea, he knocks down the three. We got Halliburton. He gets a Nembhard for three. Nembhard, he knocks it down. Got Chet to Jada down the lane. Jada gets it blocked by Halliburton. Halliburton with the rebound. He gets it Pascal. He gets yeah, it's supposed to be a foul too. But Chet on the other end, Chet, he turns the ball over. Pascal to Halliburton pump fake, step back three. Halliburton, he missed the three. Jada rebound, he gets the SGA gets it stolen by Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton off the screen. He gets it Nimhart. Nimhart coming out the screen. Nimhart probing. Nimhart pump fake. Draws the foul. No cap. Great start by both teams so far. Early offense. Early offense. Bro, okay, see, looking at how this series, Pacers looking to go up 2-0, going back to Indiana. If they go up 2-0, and Pacers in trouble. I mean, OKC in trouble. This is a must. Yeah, in my opinion, this is a must win for OKC. You don't want to go back 2-0 back to Indiana. Uh, I be, no, I'm trying to put this stat on somebody here, man. Get loud. Halliburton. Nemhard, the free throw line. He missed the first one. Makes the second. We got SGA in the half court. SGA gets the case of the J-Dub back to SGA. SGA with the midi. SGA, he draws the foul though. SGA knocks down the first one. He missed the second one though. It would be Toppin rebound. He gives it to Halliburton, Nembhard, Halliburton. Miles Turner for three. Miles Turner. He missed the three. Nembhard rebound though. He gets it. Mather and Halliburton, punk fake. Halliburton, he draws the foul. That's Nembhard. He will inbounds it. He gives it to Miles Turner to Benedict Mather. Tyrese Halliburton. Screen. Tyrese Halliburton back to Mather. Mather gets it stolen by Dort. Dort gets it to J-Dub, SGA. SGA to Wallace. Wallace gets tangled up, and let's say the last touch would be OKC on the pace. OKC ball. J-Dub, Harnstein, SGA. Caruso for three. Caruso missed the three. Halliburton rebound. Halliburton to Mather. Mather back to Halliburton. Halliburton for three. Halliburton missed the three. SGA rebound. SGA. Harnstein to Caruso for three. He knocks down the three. Caruso. Halliburton. Topping. He gets fouled. Almost a turnover. Halliburton. Mathurin for three. Mathurin, he knocks down the three. J-Dub. The Dort, Harnstein. Back to Dort for three. Dort missed the three. Miles Turner rebound. Gives it Nembhard. Mather. Miles Turner for three. Miles Turner missed the three. Caruso rebound. Caruso. This is stripped out of bounds. Russo, inbound. Hartenstein muscles his way in and gets fouled by Thomas Bryant. So bitch. Hartenstein knocks down the first free throw. Hartenstein missed the second. TJ McConnell rebound. He gets a Mather. Halliburton. Back to TJ. Obi Toppin for three. Obi Toppin knocks down the three. SGA, he misses. Thomas Bryant rebound. He gets to Halliburton. TJ McConnell. Toppin. He gets it blocked. Yo, my boy. Do real. That was a good block by Chet, too. He got up there. Or should I give him credit for that? Because Toppin, he went up soft. Went up soft. We got a timeout, though. Yeah, though. Both team knocking down their open shot. That's great son. See, the Pacers, they can keep up with this OKC team because they can move the ball. They got that. And they can move the ball. And, you got to do that against the OKC because if you don't, they got guard. They got dudes who could check. You one-on-one. So, if this is a team like the Knicks or, let's see, I wouldn't say Boston because Boston, when they're at their best, they do move the ball, but at times they do get into ISO where they play a bunch of ISO. But for the most part, the Celtics do know how to generate offense. But that would have been if they was healthy. I feel like Celtics would have been back in the finals. They were healthy. But that's just me. But yeah, like Indiana is a team that match up with OKC top to bottom. Even though OKC might have better talent. Yo, real.
I step up in this bitch with my mug on me. My knees there shine with my down on clean. Line up in my pocket, so I'm a Pugaline and a Pugaline bow. A Pugaline bow. A Pugaline bow. I'm tired of hearing that shit. What's up?
Man, I hear that shit every day.
They wearing that shit out, dog.
What? You know they do that to all those on TikTok. Man.
They wear that shit out. What's up, though, Cam? Father.
Nah, man, chilling, watching the game. You know what we on?
Putting in that work, huh?
Yes, sir.
Who you got? You got winning this game?
I think OKC gonna win. I think they're gonna tie it up.
I don't know. I'm thinking they got exposed, son. Like now I'm saying the beginning of this game,
Uh-huh.
like they know their game plan, son. I told you. Like, and they coming with the
Yeah, you did.
same
Yeah, you
game
did say
plan,
that.
though. And the
You did
pace
say
is
that.
like, huh?
I said you did say that for sure.
But I dare predicted this game gonna be a blowout. So let's see if my prediction. Like, I don't know how I feel about that right now, but let's see
It's
if
gonna be
that'll
about a
come to.
blowout. If the Pacers do win, it's gonna be a close game. Or
I don't know. I don't know, because if the Pacers go on a big run, I don't know if OKC can handle that shit like how the Pacers can handle being down 20. I don't know if
but
OKC.
I was telling niggas though, like this really a team that can really match up with them niggas, bro. Everybody just think this shit was gonna be easy for OKC, bro. I was trying to tell niggas that, bro.
I don't know why. Why would they say that when they just seen them dudes play against the Knicks? Like playing against the
But
Knicks
some of
is a
these niggas
tough,
ain't even been.
huh?
Some of these niggas ain't even been watching the place. I've been watching them niggas this whole playoff.
That's how you know niggas don't know. Niggas don't be watching for the like last year should have let niggas know what the Pacers was really on in a playoff. Cause that series was
Nigga just
tougher than
watch.
this series for real.
Nigga just watching niggas that got the names, man. They don't be watching ball for real, bro.
They don't know a team who know they self. You feel what I'm saying? They go like if you went by a roster, of course you would go with But if you look at like
Yeah, that's what
the
I was just saying.
they game plan, the Pacers, how they style of play. They style of play. Nobody want to play against them niggas. How they run and what they do and how they pass it. Like them niggas hard to guard like the Warriors. It don't really matter who the fuck on their team. Like that
Hey,
fucking
hey, I was,
offense gonna run. Huh?
hey, I wanted to say that, but I ain't want to sound crazy.
What, like the Warriors?
Yeah, like they like the way they move the ball, bro.
It don't matter who the
They do
fuck on their
kind of give
roster.
you
They
that.
gonna get easy shots, though. They might can't beat the best teams at the right time, but most NBA teams don't want to play defense like that, bro. They want to, they don't want to run around and go all them screens. So if you a team that runs some kind of streaming, like some kind of shit, you can beat a lot of these teams, though, for real.
Facts though. All you needed that personnel for real.
You really need a whole team to play it. To like them niggas, they never leave you for like to rest. They always have you thinking. You always thinking playing against them niggas because there's always somebody moving. Then you got Hollenberger, and now he with this clutch shit. They dangerous, man. They dangerous at the right
Exactly.
time, though.
And they gotta realize like the way Halliburton play, he don't have to go off for 30 and 40, nigga. He could just facilitate, get everybody involved, cause that's what he do anyway. And they can win the game. Like, well, how many points that nigga had last game? Nigga had like what, 14
16 or
points
14,
last
I
game?
think 14. Yeah.
Yeah, 14 points, and they won.
So imagine as an NBA player, as a starting point guard, the pressure that take off of you. Like Shea got pressure. Shea got to perform like that every day. Like that's the pressure Shea got. He got to score 30, 35. Right. When Heidenberg he don't got that pressure on him. Like that nigga got McConnell who can like pick up what he not scoring. You know, and he just got to make plays, like the right plays. And that's smooth, man. That's why he's so comfortable to hit them damn game winners in a nigga face. And his shit be like he be running. Them game winners like he running to that bitch and just letting them bitches go. It's like Heidenberg like playing against your little brother who just know how to shoot. Like that nigga don't really know he be throwing. It look like he throwing that bitch, but it's going in. That's the type of nigga. You ever played against a young nigga? That nigga just whapping them bitches.
You know how like KD and them niggas get the ball and so, like ISO, this nigga get the ball run.
Dog, that nigga getting the ball running. You don't know when he letting that bitch go. How can I defend that shit when I'm looking at a nigga feet ain't right? I'm looking at a nigga ain't on balance. The nigga ain't on balance or nothing like.
Oh God, bro. It's like this nigga. It's like when the other great players, you know they about to shoot. You know they about to take the shot. This nigga,
you even know when Steph about to take it. You don't know when he about to let that bitch go.
Hell yeah, man.
How you gonna beat something like that? How you gonna beat somebody? How you gonna beat somebody who's shooting? It ain't like in the real world, that shit don't even pull to go in. Like physics, all that shit telling you do not do what the fuck he doing. And that shit going, how you gonna beat somebody that's unpredictable like that, man?
Man. That shit crazy, man.
You watched the Lance Stevenson game? Saw that shit yet?
Yeah, man. I watched that nigga Beasley killing that nigga.
Ain't I told you Beasley was gonna fuck over?
Yeah, I already knew he was gonna do it.
Because Beasley is 6'10". That what people forgetting.
That was the easy.
Man, 6'10", dog. Can't block that nigga shot. You ain't blocking his shots, huh? And Lance don't got real defense. Lance got to do antics like blowing your ear. Like Lance do stupid shit to get in your head. He don't got real solid defense. And Lance
you saw that one move he did. You saw that one move Beasley did.
Yeah, what's one?
That nigga did like a spin move and like stepped back. It was like a step back.
Yeah, he went to the right and made that bitch right in his face. That's when you know it was over. But Lance hit him with a like between them and was dancing.
Yeah,
so that move, that was fire.
He was hitting him with some shit. Lance was hitting him.
Lance a New York nigga, dog. You could tell Lance a New York player. Most New York niggas got that little wiggle, dog. They got them dribble packages. But can't shoot.
Got handles like that.
And can't shoot like, though. Most of New York niggas.
Can't shoot for shit.
Can't shoot, dog. That's why all the New York niggas who can shoot always be great players, dog. Because handles come naturally to them niggas. Like them niggas always do great moves. Like, and like that's why I'm glad Kyrie learned how to shoot, and certain niggas learned. What Kyrie from New York or Jersey?
Jersey.
It's close. You put that in the same round. They're in the same round.
I put them in the same shit. Nigga,
but all the great motherfuckers from New York, they know how to shoot too, man.
Yeah, like even Kemba Walker.
Nasty. Nasty. When he had a shot. So when you put that shot with them dribble package in that bitch, like nigga, it's hard to guard that shit, huh? Then you put the layup package like Filet when Filet ugly ass came out. when you bleeding. All them niggas start doing that shit. That's when. But they really stole that shit from Kyrie. All them dribble packages, all them fucking dribble, all that shit come from Kyrie, man.
Hey man,
all them layup packages.
Niggas used to be watching all they mixtapes and shit.
Yeah. Falling for the hype. Yeah, that's when, you know. That's when like these street ballers look like niggas want to make all these street ballers real. No, though. Now it's back to like nigga the organized ball niggas like like them niggas really like that shit was all hype for most of these street ballers, son.
I knew I was.
Most of them niggas street baller for a reason, son, cause they dumb. They can't pick up real game. They don't know how to, you know. They just know how to dribble and shit. They don't know how to like the mental part of this basketball. That's why they never make it. For real.
Fact. You hear Brian? What's up, Brian? Man, Brian, funny as hell, man. I was watching a little podcast.
What's one? Like, not that one with with the one with
the one he got mind the game. Yeah.
I ain't like that one, though. I don't like Steve Nash like being like talking being, like Steve Nash is not entertaining to me.
You watched the second
part?
No,
I ain't watched the second part. No. It was funny.
That nigga, bro, funny. That nigga, bro, like, bro, like, everybody. And he said, yeah, all these dudes be talking about, I ain't got no bag. But I got 50 million. Look, nigga said, I got damn near 50 million.
You say he got 50 million what?
You know, he was saying, basically saying he got like 50,000 points. All that shit, man.
Right. It's a fact though. That's how you know people stupid. People care about the flashy shit, dog. Like and that's Cap talking about LeBron don't got no bag. They better go to some of them highlights.
Hey, bro, you see, I know you probably
making game winners off of the backboard, out of bound from the side. That's bag to me.
My brother ain't got no bag though. But you really go to that nigga highlights though, you be like, oh shit. Especially here early days in Cleveland, nigga. That nigga had a daily layup package. LeBron got a daily layup package. That nigga did a finger roll. So fucking he like. Ooh. Bro, I can't be fucked with, man. I give him that, man.
LeBron played in the right era, dog. If LeBron played in the 90s, he wouldn't be the leader, scorer.
I don't know. You tripping.
I feel like LeBron playing in the era he played it really was easier for him, dog. Who really gonna bump with LeBron? Who like since he came in the league, who really physically able to really like bump with that nigga? For real. That's how you know niggas ain't that strong. If a high school nigga can come in that bitch and be the strongest person in the league soon his first day. That should let you know niggas ain't really want to get swollen and like niggas man, like for real. See, back in the 90s, them niggas was lifting weights, son. You had to be strong, like.
But most of them niggas you talking about, nigga, was niggas that played in the 90s, nigga.
I'm just saying they would have made it tougher on LeBron, son. LeBron would have still won with athleticism and speed. He still would have been.
Like niggas say, Bron
Son, it's easy to play in this league, son.
I feel like LeBron still got better ball handling package than most of them niggas back then. Like them niggas
Then
dribble
who?
with one hand, bro.
Then who? He can't. Who? Niggas forgot about Lamar Odom.
All right,
Lamar Odom had dribble packages way back in them days, son. Dribble package.
But I'm not talking
way better than LeBron's like dribble package.
I'm talking about the niggas you talking about, the 90s niggas. You talking about 2000s niggas.
What I put all them niggas in the same round. Look, 90s and 2000s, son. I put them in the same.
The 2000s is the toughest era.
That's what I'm kind of saying. 2000s. That's what I'm like. 90s, 2000s.
The 2000s and the 2010s to me.
Right. That's what I want to say, dog. I put all them in the same round, son. I guess most niggas go by eras 10 years, right? That's how y'all look at eras.
Yeah.
I look at eras like 20-year span. So if I say the 90s, I mean really like the 2000s too. Like
you can't though.
Cause a lot of niggas in the 90s play in the 2000s too.
Yeah, most of them did.
I'm just saying LeBron wouldn't have scored them many points. I feel like if he played from the early 2000s to now. Like that's just how I feel.
The only difference was, bro, all niggas was doing was giving it to the centers, bro. That's really what it was, bro. They ain't had and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't really no different. It ain't really no, you feel me? If niggas can score, niggas can score, bro. That's what I feel like. Like, look at MJ.
But he wouldn't have never scored on this level. Like,
bro, what would stop LeBron from who LeBron would still be faster than and bigger than everybody?
Right, but think. If I'm like, think. But still though, if I'm hand, he could be big enough. But if I'm hand checking LeBron, if I'm able to hand check LeBron, put my body on him, put other scheme on that nigga like nigga used to do back in them days, that's gonna slow him down. Then this era.
Man, that shit don't mean nothing, bro. Brian has seen plenty of hand.
It do mean something. Mean something.
Nah, if it was like early in his career, yeah, but as time would have, Brian would have adjusted to that shit, bro. That nigga IQ.
He would have struggled way early in his career. So that would have slowed him down.
It wouldn't have slowed him
and
down.
I ain't saying much. Probably year 3, year 4, he would have started being LeBron.
Shit, like that shit really mean that shit don't mean shit, bro.
What?
It don't mean shit, bro.
What? That's like what? That's like what? Go watch these street baller niggas. Go watch them niggas.
And niggas hand checking now. They just not.
Man, niggas ain't hand checking like that, like they used to. The toughest basketball you gonna see. The toughest basketball you gonna see when hand checking something ain't even in the NBA. You gonna see that shit Ballers Life or something 1-on-1 tournaments.
Man,
that's
hand check.
Like
they hand check in the Euro leagues and shit, man. And niggas still getting buckets.
Nigga said the Euro League. Nigga, we in the Euro League. We watching Euro League now, son. We watching NBA. Oh, we watch the NBA.
Luka Doncic still can go over there and score 30 and 40 in the Euro League.
This nigga went to Euro. Nigga, we in America. We watch NBA. You going way into the Euro League to talk about. We talk about the NBA.
Like I said, a nigga like Luka, who was 16, 17 years old, could still go over there and score 30 and 40. What are we talking about? So that hand.
It don't matter, son.
Niggas adjust to that, bro.
You got garbage. You talking about a whole different level of competition. If NBA players with the athletic and the shit they got can hand check, what is over for nigga? Nigga,
niggas the same niggas. They athletic. They may not be that athletic, like as athletic as niggas, but you got niggas who
it's totally
now
different,
who
son.
going over there who going over there come from America be just as athletic as niggas in the NBA nowadays. I'm just saying, like you get, bro. It's a lot of niggas that's athletic now, bro.
I get what you saying, nigga. The NBA is the most athletic fucking league, nigga. You ain't getting more high. You ain't that shit like the NFL. The best athletes in the NBA and the NFL. So I don't give a fuck what. No other league ain't got the best like that.
Skills pay the bills.
A center in the NBA can run with a fucking shooting guard. A center in the NBA can run with a point guard in Europe.
Who gonna stop you from making shots, bro? If you skilled, you got a high basketball IQ, you will succeed in any era, bro. Especially back then, them niggas was ass.
If you skill, everybody ain't Luka though, dog.
I'm just saying, nigga like LeBron, like with a high basketball, LeBron basketball, bro. LeBron basketball IQ higher than everybody in that era. Nigga, like
I'm just saying, so like if you put LeBron like in a certain era, huh?
Like
what you say?
Kobe different, though. I can't even say Kobe because Kobe just different. But I don't know, bro. Y'all niggas be tripping with this era shit, man.
Nigga, you trip with the era shit.
Y'all niggas just be acting like niggas.
Nah, y'all niggas. Nah, y'all niggas.
Niggas can play basketball. Niggas can play basketball.
I just brought up the era first. You gonna bring up era too. Nigga, we debating about something. You gonna bring up eras too. Don't act like I'm the only nigga gonna bring up era.
I ain't tripping, bro. It's niggas in that era.
We all bring up era, son. We all do it.
I'm saying, like, it's niggas in that era that can play, like Grant Hill, like Penny Hardaway and them niggas, man. Isaiah Thomas and them niggas, man. It's niggas in that era that can play, but like overall, some of them niggas was ass.
And that's cap. No nigga in the NBA was ass. Them niggas had to play to their potential in that era. If I'm in that era, if you put LeBron in the 90s, son, he not gonna be doing the dribble packages. He not gonna have the same dribble package that he have in these days. You gotta play in the era you in. You gonna play like niggas playing in the era you in.
Most of them niggas back there will not last in this era, bro.
Of course you gonna say that if a nigga, if niggas dribbling since kids, if everybody got a dribble package since a kid, of course you gonna say that if you see the skill, if you see what niggas doing now.
Yeah, you can't dribble like this and nigga think
it wasn't like that back in them days. Them same niggas you talking about wouldn't have been dribbling like that. They would have had to play like niggas play in them days.
Nigga dribble like this and think he finna come in this.
Tim Duncan gonna always play like Tim Duncan, son. Tim Duncan was not gonna be hitting step back threes in this era.
And you talking about Tim Duncan? Tim Duncan actually had skills though. See, again, you bringing up niggas who actually got skills.
Niggas had skills too back in them days. It was more skill. It was more skill.
I'm talking about niggas like Clyde Drexler, who y'all be praising, niggas like, who dribble one.
You can say what you want about Clyde. If you put Clyde in this fucking era, Clyde getting 30.
Trash, yeah.
Clyde getting 30 in this era.
No, he ain't.
Clyde the Glide getting 30 in this era. Easily.
Not dribbling with one hand like that.
Even with look.
Not dribbling with one hand like that.
Of course, you put him in this era, he gonna be dribbling like this era. He gonna learn. You think he ain't gonna learn this what they doing now?
Hey, y'all see what he doing?
You keep trying to put niggas in. You trying to put niggas in the era with their own style, with their same style. That's not gonna happen. Let's be realistic.
So what are we talking about then? Like, is we talking about that they got?
I'm saying if you put Jordan in this era, if you put Jordan in this era, trust me, Jordan was so determined. He would have learned how to dribble. He would have learned how to dribble like Kyrie now. Cause Jordan wanna be the great so much, he would have learned how to. So picture Jerry with a Curry bag. Picture Jordan with a Curry bag. It's over for the league.
But listen though, me looking at Jordan, I could be like, oh hell yeah, he would dominate this era. Cause nigga Jordan he was way ahead of his time anyway. Nigga was doing behind the back layups, dunking on niggas. Like,
no, he was Jordan, just the greatest. He's so great. Like, he's so great that he elevated the era.
His props and say he'll come in and dominate. But niggas like Clyde Drexler, niggas like who y'all be hyping up? Niggas like
niggas like Clyde was giving Jordan buckets.
Man.
Fuck is you talking about?
Man, them niggas can't dribble, man. Some of them niggas, man. Nah, niggas like Grant Hill, niggas like Penny Hardaway.
Them niggas can dribble. They just don't dribble like this era. Of course, but them niggas still can dribble.
Man,
I don't get what you saying, dog. You acting like niggas couldn't dribble back. You acting like it's the fucking 19. Nigga, if you go to the 1960s, they had a nigga named Pete Maravich, nigga, with a fucking dribble package way back in them days.
Alright, I'm finna send you this.
Man, go look up Pistol Pete, man.
Man, you bringing up one in a lifetime niggas, man. Like, we ain't talking about them niggas, man. We talking about.
I'm just saying, don't be tripping like something. Like, I'm just telling you.
Since you said that, I'm glad you said that. I'm finna bring up 19.
You put a nigga like Pistol Pete in this era, he getting buckets.
Man, I don't know what you talking about, man. You can't.
Pistol Pete getting buckets.
You telling me? I'm gonna see you this thing. You tell me this not.
That's what I wish. Huh?
I'm gonna see you a nigga from 1950. Then Pete play in the 1950s or something like that.
I know the long ass time. We go look up.
It's a blowout, nigga. OKC blowing them niggas out.
That's cool, nigga. I can be wrong. It's still early. Don't forget, OKC was winning by a big margin that first game too.
They weren't winning like this. When Pete played, man, did he play in the 19? He played in the 1960s, then.
I don't remember the time.
You telling me this nigga play basketball, man? Get out of there, man. Man, nigga, I would have been in the NBA back then, man.
No, you what? That's what you think. Even them niggas in them days giving you buckets, son. You still a fucking average human. You can say what you want. Them niggas still better. Them niggas better in them days still better than the average Joe. Like, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Them pros still better than you.
In the 1950s?
Huh?
In the 1950s?
Yes, Pistol Pete giving you buckets. Yes. Dr. J giving you buckets.
Rage bait, 10 out of 10.
Dr. J giving you buckets. And if you think you just deluded them, you think Dr. J wasn't gonna be able to give you buckets. Okay.
Not buying it.
You don't even think Dr. J could get buckets in his era?
You talking about 1960s? I'm talking about 50s.
I'm talking even right now. Dr. J could get buckets in his era, son.
Based off what? Nigga had no type of skills.
The eye test. How the fuck he ain't had no skills? Nigga, he had a fucking first step. He had a mid-range. Y'all just see highlights of dunking with Dr. J. That's how I know you niggas don't, y'all ain't really watched the skill of Dr. J. Dr. J, nigga, Dr. J was faster than a lot of niggas in his era. Like, if we was to go back in time and test nigga speed, that nigga was running. If we was to test nigga speed then and now, he had that type of speed. He could blast in his era, son. Y'all just think nigga in this era just fast as like everybody run a 4.3 in this era. Like, nigga, you know it was players back in them days was faster than niggas in these days, right? You know that, right?
Man, this nigga's laying up with one hand.
Y'all nigga just really think athletes was just way better back in them days. And that's really a lie, son. That's really a lie. It's a lie.
Come on, man. This nigga dribbling with one hand, man. Come on, man. Ain't no way, bro. Who you see? Who even a role? Who you see now dribbling with one hand?
That same nigga dribble with one hand a Hall of Famer, son. So it's impossible for a nigga to have one hand.
Yeah,
it don't really have no skill. It's impossible.
Back then, all you had to do was be dunking on niggas. You would have been like, nigga. All you had to do was be dunking on niggas. You would be good.
Cap.
Man, nigga can't. Nigga ain't finna convince me that nigga.
Cap. I don't give a fuck what era you in. If you dunking, that means you got a first step. You fast. Something you got that's making you be that fast to get in a dunking position to dunk on niggas.
This niggas that can dunk that can't even play basketball. So what you talking about is just bullshit. I see y'all. Cook.
You niggas gotta put respect. That's why I'm glad.
Yeah.
That's why I'm glad real basketball ain't gonna die. Cause like that shit still living with me. I'm still gonna be out here debating you niggas. It's a lot of old niggas. They died from them eras, dog. See me, I gotta hold it down.
I can respect them niggas from a standpoint of they paved the way. If we're gonna talk about they paved the way for today, you can always give them that credit. You know, because of the stuff they got to deal with the racism.
It ain't even about pay the way. Them niggas was buckets back in them days. And I'm here to and we could go get highlight tape, whatever you want to do. I wish it was some way. I wish it was some way we can measure measure the speed of the game and the speed of the game today, all that shit. And it wasn't that different, dog. It wasn't a big of a difference.
Man, that's cool and all, but we talking about the skill level. I'm talking about a skill set.
Of course. Motherfuckers gonna have more skills if you got more years to develop skills. Of course.
Anybody could just be running up down the court, bro.
Of course, this game more skill, dog. That what you want to hear? Of course, this shit more skill. Niggas got years to study from all the other people. All the people who came before them, they had years to study and do and create new shit without having nobody to watch. They wouldn't have developed none of that shit they got. So they would have been trash without them niggas.
Damn, that niggas.
Kyrie would have been trash if he ain't had niggas before him to watch. He would have been trash too if he ain't had niggas before him to watch.
Oh, but these niggas coming back this fast? What? What the? But this is already a 13-point game, bro.
It's not over. It's not over. How many times the Pacers got to prove themselves? For niggas to realize
better know it.
Say you
That
watched
time.
boxing yesterday?
Yeah, man. I watched it.
How you feel about your boy jumping a nigga who beat up his brother, man?
That nigga tripped out, man. Then he came in overweight.
Yeah, I don't think a nigga just gonna lose just lose $1 million like that coming on weight. I think it's a strat. I think he's scared to fight that nigga.
Well, that is the same nigga that gave Shakur problems, so
That's what I think. I think it was something in his team told him you might lose this shit. So find a way to not fight. You ain't ready for that nigga right now. I don't think he just lost. Come on, dog. You really gonna let's be real.
I don't know, but real, but he is big though, like for that. Like that nigga is big for that weight class, like.
So
And he already was saying he gonna move up anyway, and then it's more competition at 140. So
it's no way, man. That's a coward move, dog. There's no way. We about to just act like fuck the strategy fit. You put a fight everybody, son.
I ain't fuck with it because it's like, bro, you messed up the bad, bro, and it's in your hometown, bro. You had Shaq and them niggas coming, like you just fumbled the bad, bro.
No, he just lame. That's why I don't rock with them niggas. You rock with them niggas. Shakur and him.
Shakur would never do nothing like that.
Bud, the realest nigga, dog, in that group set. All the rest of them niggas the same with Shakur, the same with.
Shakur gonna step in there with whoever, nigga.
Man, that nigga pick his fights too.
He really just coming up on the scene, bro. Like,
man, all them niggas pick their fights, dog.
I mean, he still like that though. Like, I ain't gonna take nothing from what he doing in the ring, nigga.
He a boxer. Most all boxers like that, but he ain't no fucking great. He ain't no great, and his brothers ain't no great. For real, yeah. So yeah,
his older brother not good, but the younger brother, the younger brother, he like that. I ain't never think his older brother was that good.
And they jumping niggas, fuck them niggas. Disrespecting the game, real talk. That shit lame, son. Nigga beat up your brother. Y'all gonna wait till the man have a fight with your brother, go all around to come in that bitch and jump a nigga.
Just have your money. Just had my money ready, nigga, when he beat up Tank. If Tank take the fight, because you know Tank be ducking niggas and shit. Be scared of niggas. And he don't believe in his boxing.
Nobody ducking Shakur, dog. Tell me somebody who ever ducked Shakur.
You don't believe in his boxing ability, nigga. He you know he gotta.
Man, it ain't all about boxing ability.
You got.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
This the same nigga who ducked Devin Haney, bro. We ain't. Devin Haney was in the same weight class as nigga. He never fought him. So why we? I don't even want to talk about that. Anyway.
And now you put it on go. You think Devin can beat Tank?
On God, Devin can beat Tank, nigga. He got all the skills.
Oh man, why? No, I ain't talking to you. Man, I'm not talking to you.
That's why Tank won't fight him, stupid. You heard what
I'm not talking to you, dog.
He said I won't fight Devin because he feel like he gonna get robbed, nigga. What that mean, nigga? He can beat you.
I'm going by what I see, the eye test.
But I forgot niggas be praising Tank Davis. He can do no wrong.
I don't praise Tank, the eye test, man. I saw what I need to know he'll dominate. Y'all still, I'm surprised y'all still gassing Devin after what Devin is not him. He didn't expose that. He fought
a nigga on steroids, nigga.
His last fight, he ain't do shit for real. Like, come on, man. Like, nigga, I just watched his last fight too.
And niggas is ducking, and niggas is real life ducking Devin, nigga.
Ain't nobody ducking
Devin is ready
Devin.
to fight all these niggas. He made a hit list, nigga. Even Shakur on that. Even Shakur on there.
I don't give a fuck what Devin made a hit list. I
Nigga
want to
made a
see
hit
you
list.
do that
All the
hit
niggas
list.
he
I
want
want
to
to see
fight.
you make them hits. I want to see you do them
Real
hits.
Real gangster, man.
That nigga ain't no gangster, man. Devin scary as I can see it in Devin eyes. He pussy. I can look at Devin eyes and tell he pussy. He ain't got that dog in him for real. Like I can look at his eyes, son. Let's be real, son. Now you say he got that dog in him, son.
I'm talking about in the ring.
In the ring, yeah, in the ring, he tough. In the ring, he tough. You gotta be tough to fight in boxing. You gotta be some kind of crazy.
Hey, we talking about in the ring. We ain't talking about outside the ring. None of that.
Just period, dude. I ain't saying he a hoe. Just you can look at a nigga eyes and know he ain't like that. Like that. I don't think he believe in what he say like all the time. I think his daddy just hype him up for real.
That nigga
His daddy got more heart than him, dog. Let's be real. His daddy a real street nigga.
Yeah, Bill, yeah. For sure.
Bill a fucking hustler for real. You can tell. Look like he used to pimp them hoes back in the day.
Hey Dexter, we ain't counting the Ryan Garcia fight. Well, first off, his last fight he won 12-0, even though it wasn't convincing, but he won all 12 rounds. The Ryan fight that don't even count because niggas was cheating.
Man, Ryan ain't really cheating. Get the fuck out of here.
We saw how it was when he had no PED. Nigga outboxed by Rolly.
Yeah, that is crazy. We all know Ryan ain't really got no fucking skill. We got a left hand. I don't be hyping Ryan, dog. You keep bringing up Ryan, bitch ass.
You don't be hyping Ryan, but other niggas do.
That's niggas who don't really know fucking boxing. That be them niggas who just go for the hype.
I ain't never seen you hype Ryan though. I give you that.
I can tell a nigga who just got I've been told he a one fucking dimensional nigga. So you gonna get exposed by high level fucking fight. Like, and it's crazy. When Murad, when your boy a higher level fighter, that should let you know you ain't really him.
But well, I can see Rolly was cracking him at sparring, so
Rolly even retarded, dog. You get beat by him, something wrong with you. You could tell a nigga who kind of slow. He just got boxed. He kind of slow and he kind of skate. Like he sus as a motherfucker. He one of them sus motherfuckers that them niggas just blessed with like skills. You know how Michael Beasley like retarded? Like you saw how fucking gay he was talking, how freaky he is. But when he get on that court, dog, them niggas drop buckets. And that's the same thing with that nigga, that retarded nigga. That's why you can't let a retarded nigga like him beat you, dog. He gonna troll you because he retarded. He gonna troll you, and he might say some crazy shit like he'll fuck your wife.
Man, you can't even entertain a nigga like that.
Certain niggas, you can't let them win, dog.
Cause now everybody,
and he like, one of them.
Now everybody like Rolly can beat this nigga, Rolly can beat that. Man, stop it, bro.
To even be in a competition with Rolly, like Rolly in a conversation.
Boots, bro. Niggas is saying Rolly can beat Boot. On my life, niggas saying Rolly can beat Boot.
Niggas I'm ready to bet anybody who said that shit.
Niggas is saying that, cuz. This how you know you can't take niggas serious, man.
He had to get lucky. He had to throw something in Boo's eyes or something. There's no way he beating Boo straight up. He had to get lucky, dog. It's something had to go wrong.
Boots would do that boy so dirty, man. His chin already suspect.
boxing really ass. They just be hyping Shakira because Shakur and them garbage ass up because that's all niggas really got. But
Yeah, man, Shakur ain't hyped up. Niggas don't
this
even hype.
era really ass though, dog.
Nigga,
Like out
Shakur
of
hype.
all the boxing
He can
eras,
box.
this era ass. Let's be real. Who even a heavyweight champion right now? Do you know?
Yeah, Ukrainian, Yusuf.
That's how you know this shit.
Heavyweight ass for real.
Man, a lot of shit ass, son.
But like lightweight, welterweight, not really that ass. Like
That's why they keep hyping up the Mason nigga. And it should, like, they ain't really got nobody. They just be
I'm
hyping
saying
niggas up.
Shakur, bro. Shakur is on that level, nigga. You Abdullah Mason, I don't believe him like that.
Man,
Nigga.
Abdullah Mason, I don't give a fuck. What you Shakur, that nigga on defense and that nigga when he aggressive, but he got pillows.
Ain't gonna lie though.
He
That
got
nigga
pillows, dog. But man, Mason's dog. I can see that athleticism with Mason. Son. I see the specialness in that nigga.
He got
see it.
skill. Even though he got dropped that one fight, he got skill.
Man, you can get dropped by it. I ain't like he young, dog. He gonna get dropped. You gonna make mistakes because you wanna impress people so much, so you gonna rush a fight. But we see the skills. When he get in that bitch, I see something special. That nigga speed and his power already, and the way he can stand in that bitch in that pocket all day. That nigga dangerous, man. That nigga, he got something.
He ain't even hit his prime. He ain't even hit his peak yet. So I get him.
He got way more talent than a Shakur, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Upside. Man, Mason got the most upside in his game, in his boxing shit.
Upside, he got the most upside out of anybody right now. But right, he still got to get in there with the heavy hitter stuff.
Yeah, he got to learn a little more before he get in that. But nigga, he already close to fighting niggas like Keyshawn.
That's a fact.
That's what I'm saying. Keyshawn them really frauds. I'm glad the Mason nigga about to start exposing these niggas.
I think Keyshawn got boxing skill though.
He hyped up though, dog. When you hyped up,
he not hyped up though. He really hyped himself up though. Like he ain't had no machines behind him. I knew about that Keyshawn before he even got hype.
nigga from the DMV, right?
Mm-hmm. Virginia.
So who got the best fighters in the world? DMV, Philly.
I ain't gonna lie. DMV got it.
It's hard to go against the DMV, huh?
Nah, cause like a lot of they fighters be skilled and got power.
And be dogs.
Right.
Philly fighters dogs too. They natural born dog.
Philly got a lot of dogs.
It's just the DMV. I feel like they got more.
Yeah. And they got all-time greats. They got a lot of all-time greats.
Oh yeah. They legendary roster. They roster crazy something from like history. Wonder what the fucking award of them.
I see what's a name trying to come on the scene.
Who?
Houston trying to come on with the boxing scene.
Yeah, Texas trying to do their thing a little bit. They coming up on some shit.
Damn, I know you be watching them little like YouTube video of niggas boxing. You know?
With like last to get knocked out and shit.
I'd be like, you know how they be having like the little send up the little stop the violence like in the hoods and shit.
Yeah. We used to have that shit down here. Down. Put the guns down and gloves up.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I've been watching a couple on like from Baton Rouge.
So you talking about regular? I ain't gonna lie. When it come to like regular fighting, I've been to a lot of places. I saw a lot of people fight. So I'm telling you, son, New Orleans different. You probably saw Baton Rouge better than that. They don't fight like us. New Orleans different. But we just barely had that shit in New Orleans because we know niggas gonna shoot something. Ain't nobody gonna be able to take an ass whooping in New Orleans. So it don't make no sense making some shit like that in New Orleans because somebody gonna die here. It ain't even no question. For real. Like, even in Baton Rouge, you can have that shit, and you know, but in New Orleans, for sure, somebody gonna die. So you don't even want to make that beef and put that energy out there in New Orleans. But we underrated, dog. We got them hands, huh? And Texas got some hands too. Like Houston got some hands, huh? I ain't gonna lie. I fought Houston niggas, man. Back in the day, man. Texas niggas, they box. That's when they say they box, they fight. They don't call it fighting, they call it boxing. Them niggas really box. Them niggas the only niggas I really know who fight regular, dog, and box. And they fighting with boxing stance. Like my first time fighting a Texas nigga, that's why I'm glad I know boxing, because that nigga probably would have got me with that shit he was doing. But because that nigga was blocking all my shots like a boxer, son, with the elbow, all that shit. Them niggas just, I'm like, man, this nigga skilled like a motherfucker. But I'm like, all right, I gotta box him then. I'm glad I can always tap in that boxing shit. I thought I was gonna fight him like a street nigga, because I got two styles. I got two fighting styles, street and boxing style. And Texas niggas, dog, they was bumping with the niggas, huh? I ain't gonna lie. So I got respect for Texas when it come to fight. But I don't really know who else got some good boxing. New York? I don't know. Probably know. Mike Tyson, huh?
What you was saying, Real? I know you was. I know you left out about the Houston test.
Man, tell that nigga, Dexter, come your ass up here.
That nigga show be in here. The Heat was in here.
Yeah, for sure. The Heat was in the final. That mean that nigga never been here again. The Heat have never been in the final. I don't see it in the next 10 years that he going to the finals. You? Like, let's be real. Let's just try to look in the future. Can you see them niggas winning the championship in the next 10 years?
Nah, I don't want them to win because my homeboy fan, he be hot. The way he be hyping them niggas be making me mad.
That's how I feel about you. That's how you feel about your homeboy. I feel the same way about you. That's why I never disliked them teams you don't like, son. I ain't never had nothing against Dallas, huh? To you, son. Real talk. I never had nothing against Kyrie, son, till I met you.
My homeboy said I really
Just
hate
cause you
y'all
like
niggas.
Kyrie, I don't want to watch his highlights. I don't even want to watch. I don't even give a fuck about him streaming, dog. I don't give a fuck about nothing. I don't watch nothing from that nigga.
Hey, Red,
Just
my
because of
homeboy,
you.
he said he really hate us because nigga we got Cooper. He said, I
That
really
ain't gonna even make me hate y'all, dog. Cause Kyrie about to be gone in a year. So it's gonna be Cooper Flag and Anthony Davis anyway. And Anthony Davis gonna be injury prone through his whole career.
Kyrie is staying there. He probably retiring there.
So I'm not worried. Yeah, Kyrie gonna be one of them niggas retire at 26 for sure. I would. What else I got to prove? You ain't gonna be better than LeBron or Jordan. So what the fuck you playing for?
Shut up, nigga.
It's the truth.
Nigga had to
Kyrie
throw
trying to
that
wait
nigga.
till LeBron retire because he think he gonna start winning when LeBron retires. Looking at it. Ain't gonna work. To be real with you, dog, Kyrie probably ain't even top 5 in the era he played in that Perngo.
All right, bro.
Let's be real. Russell Westbrook had got a better career than that nigga.
No, he don't.
For real.
All right,
If it
man.
wasn't for D Rose getting hurt, we'll never be even talking about Kyrie. You like D Rose would have been a nigga who took Kyrie layup package wouldn't mean shit if Derrick Rose was still like Derrick Rose, huh? Doing the shit he used to
I
do.
ain't even listen to this nigga, man. He just talking on his own.
Derrick Rose was playing over the rim. You know, that shit look way better than niggas playing under the rim. I'm telling you, a prime Derrick Rose probably would have took some of LeBron ring. Them niggas probably wouldn't got one of them rings.
Yeah, Rose won one on no ring, man.
He was winning. He was busting LeBron ass nigga back in them days too. Oh, nigga ain't forget.
Nigga ain't never beat LeBron though.
But if he would have stayed who he is, nigga, and got better and got a team around him, dog, 9 out of 10, he would have affect some of them rings. Derrick Rose would have affect some of these. Like, let's be real, he would have affect history. So Derrick Rose wasn't that good. He couldn't change history. You even know I think Derrick Rose would have snuck and got a ring some kind of way. Like, I just think that's how good he was. Like,
He right, but that ain't how it go. That ain't how it work though. D Rose had the best team in the league. And in the Eastern Conference and was still losing. It ain't like he had a bad team. Like 1 year he did get hurt. But even then, they was losing to Philly. They were losing that series to Philly. Still. Dexter, I wouldn't even listen to that shit, bro. I already know what he trying to do, man.
What happened?
Yeah, but what I was saying is,
I bumped myself out of here. You kicked me out. You kicked me out?
No, nigga, you move yourself. Man. Nah, nigga, but what I was saying though.
I'm like, damn. I brought up Derrick Rose and got kicked out.
I was saying D Rose, nigga. D Rose had some solid team.
I'm tripping. Like, I'm tripping though. A D Rose, if it was a player to be a point guard though and lead a team or something, it probably would have been D Rose though. How he used to play, and he ain't used to have nobody like that. But that nigga used to be. He used to get teams to the playoffs with nobody for real.
But you gotta think he's still running up against LeBron James.
He was still making LeBron go to game 7 and shit.
Nigga, a lot of teams was, but they wasn't winning.
But none of them teams had no fucking. None of them niggas ain't. All them niggas you talking about had teams though. Them niggas ain't really had no. Them niggas had Jakeem Noah balling. Cause of D Rose. Jakeem Noah who been out the league, huh?
Them Bulls teams was a good team. They had Luol Deng, Kirk Hinrich.
Man,
they had a solid team, man.
Not Kirk Hinrich. Tough nonsense since this. Let me would have brought up Kirk Hinrich in another conversation. He would have went off on me.
No,
Kirk Hinrich was tough. He was tough, nigga. But if there was another conversation, you would have went off on me bringing up a Kirk Hinrich, dude. Let's be real.
No.
But we talking about solid bench players for real. He had. Who he played with who could really get a bucket for real.
Bro, he had dudes like Jordan Crawford.
Man, stop it. What? Who?
Who was 6th man of the year? Jordan Crawford. Me.
Who? The same Jordan Crawford played for the Jazz? That's who we talking about.
So Jordan Crawford with no bucket.
Oh, that nigga was a bucket. Still is a bucket. You put that nigga in any run right now, he getting 35. You put that nigga in a big 3 right now, he the best player in that bitch.
Not Jordan Clarkson, nigga. Crawford.
Oh, Crawford. You say Clarkson.
No, I said Crawford, nigga. Jordan Crawford.
Even Jordan Crawford, nigga, like, come on, man. I respect Jordan Crawford game. Probably the best dribble package. Probably the toughest shot maker. You know, ever like Jordan Crawford had a lot of skills. Like a lot of NBA. That's one of them niggas who your favorite NBA player respect. I ain't gonna say shit about Jordan.
Jordan
he was
Crawford,
a dog.
not Jamal Crawford. Jordan Crawford.
What?
Dexter, not Jamal Crawford.
Who? Jordan Crawford? His brother?
No, I was. No, bro. Bro, y'all don't know who Jordan Crawford is, bro?
Jamal. You talking about Jamal Crawford, bro?
No, that's who Dexter thought I was talking about.
Jordan Crawford, his brother.
They brothers?
Yeah, I think my Pelicans drafted Jordan Crawford.
Y'all was the Hornets then, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, if we talk about that nigga.
No, he got drafted by Atlanta because he had that story with T. But he played with y'all he played with y'all his last year. You see. His last year is in the NBA.
Yeah, the nigga Jordan Crawford probably play in the big three if I'm not mistaken. I think the big three.
I think
he playing that bitch. It's funny I'm making a joke and that nigga do play that shit. And he not the best player in the big three. Cause Michael Beasley is the beat.
Oh yeah.
Especially last year. I was watching that shit last year because they had my nigga Nazir Core playing in that on their team. And I'll be always rooting for that nigga. That nigga really be balling. Like, but fuck the one-on. He the king of one-on-one. We talking. But that nigga can play with anybody. That nigga a real dog. And you know that nigga didn't get drafted this year in the big three after he won 6 man a year and rookie. That's crazy.
Man, the big three got Gilly in that bit, don't it?
I don't know. I don't think Gilly made it. But Gilly was giving buckets in that shit when I saw it. Gilly give niggas buckets, son. Like Gilly, one of them old heads. And I'm better than Gilly, son. Like, you know how Gilly balling? Gilly like 50 doing what he doing. Son, I'm telling you, the same way Gilly give niggas buckets, I give niggas buckets, son. Right? I give niggas, it don't matter what level of niggas. I give niggas buckets like Gilly do. That little bitch do got that ugly ass shot. That bitch do got a shot, dog.
You gotta show me, dude.
I know, man. I know the same way Gilly got to show niggas, huh? I'm gonna talk to you like Gilly be talking to niggas. Right now, I got Gilly beating you, son. I got Gilly beating you, nigga.
That's funny.
Gilly ass wasn't making it big three for real. He gonna foul too much.
You said what?
Say Gilly wouldn't be able to make it for real in a big three. He'll foul too much. He was giving them rust ass niggas buckets, okay, but no, when them niggas hyped up and they playing for something and they playing for real, Frank Nitty gonna give Gilly the business, man. Niggas like that they gonna bust Gilly ass for real.
That nigga a bucket right there.
Jeff T gonna give niggas buckets. It's certain niggas in that shit right now. Even that Bledsoe nigga. Not Bledsoe. What that nigga name is? Remember that nigga came play for Kentucky? It's something like Bledsoe. Huh?
You talking about the little short, the light skinned nigga?
Yeah, he's short. That little short cocky nigga.
I forgot that nigga name.
Undersized niggas. Yeah, he play in the league for a little while. Yeah, that nigga I'm talking about. I know he wasn't gonna make it in the league for real. Remember they had them twin brothers at Kentucky? What happened to them niggas?
Talking about that. It was the Harrison. Was it the Harrison?
Yeah, remember them niggas?
Mm-hmm.
Them niggas was solid. I know they wasn't gonna be able to make it to the NBA, but they was solid. They made it to the NBA, but I know they wasn't gonna just be lifetime players in the NBA. But them niggas were just too slow for me. NBA about to be crazy, dog. Now I gotta watch. Now I gotta watch Cooper Flag on you bitch ass niggas team. I know y'all ain't gonna win no ring or nothing though. Y'all ain't gonna win no big shit because he a rookie, man. He gonna fold.
That's cool.
But it's still to have, to look at the future. But dude, I ain't gonna lie, that's a good future piece, dude, though. I can't lie, though. I'm hating. But
what's up with your nigga Zion, bro?
I've been hearing good shit about Zion. I ain't been hearing nothing bad. What's happening with Zion? I ain't been hearing. I heard he been. I heard. I've been hearing good shit. Like I heard the team.
Good.
I heard our team. I heard he's still our franchise player. Like I've been hearing good shit. We still backing Zion.
Zion just caught a rape charge and sexual assault charge.
What? When that came? When this happened?
No, like last
No,
week.
they been keeping that shit under the wrap. That shit ain't no big, like, for real.
Bro, that shit was big news for like 3 days, bro. Straight.
I don't believe that shit, though.
I don't believe it either,
but Zion is a freak, though. Yeah, you could tell he a freak by the bitches he talked to. Porn stars and shit. Yeah, he's a freak. You need a big boot. You need a big stupid booty porn star bitch. Yeah, he a freak. That nigga look up BBW evidence when he watching porn.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Huh?
I wouldn't be surprised y'all niggas got rid of him.
Fuck no, we ain't getting rid of it. We would have been got rid of Zion, son, if it was that.
They trying to blemish. I feel like they trying to blemish his image though. I don't like that shit.
He fucked that shit up, dog, with that porn star bitch. He fucked up his, Then they saw you paying a bitch type shit. It fucked it up. So it opened it up for people to use that shit against you. Now it's gonna be more believable. I don't believe it, but it's gonna be more believable now because of that shit happened with the porn stuff, bitch.
Yeah, and they said she trying to get money and shit. Like, bro, they
We
saying
know
she just.
Zion, man. You can look at Zion and tell a good motherfucker. You hear me?
I'm not believing none of that shit about Zion either, but bro, do guys, what's the name?
But he do like what he like. He do like, you know, either bitches who easy to fuck, dude. Like he fucking up his own
Nigga, we
career.
all.
Like you got the wholesome in it. You got the wholesome, you know, how you is, and like, and look at the bitches you fucking with, like. That's why it always be the bitches the downfall, man. Of athletes, dog. It don't matter how good of an athlete can come from church, dog. Come from a church household, get into this NBA, start seeing all these bad bitches, dog. They wouldn't even fuck with a church girl. A good, they'll rather fuck with these thoughts.
That shit be weird though. Like that shit getting weird now.
Because you know,
Like all black niggas
they
getting
want the
hit.
bitches they wasn't getting. They want, you know, since they got money, they want the bitches that they wasn't getting when they ain't have shit type shit, yeah. But it's crazy
That
though,
shit
a
getting
nigga like
weird.
Zion would have been getting bad bitches because you been a star since high school. Nigga, Drake was following you in high school.
That shit weird because all the athletes be getting hit with the same charges. It's like, bro, all these niggas ain't doing that shit, bro.
Oh, for sure. For sure they use the same strategy, though. You get tired of the same strategy for sure. But it's that same strategy, dog. That shit been since nigga since the 1960s, nigga. Before Jordan, these bitches been doing the same shit.
It actually was a lawsuit. Then they say Zion he'll be countersuing.
I bet he is. I don't believe Zion did no shit like that.
Man, I don't believe none of these niggas be doing.
Now, I believe some of these niggas.
You
Not
believe Deshaun did?
everybody, huh?
You believe Deshaun Watson did that shit?
Probably. See, a nigga like
Why you say that?
Watson, even Albert Kamara did some shit, man. It's on video. He beat a bitch up on the beach.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And it's a
I ain't talking
video.
about, bro. The reason I couldn't believe the Deshaun shit, bro, cause right after that nigga requested a trade from Houston, that shit happened, and then he was already having problems with the owners and shit.
I think they've been had the information what he did, you know, and that was they quarterback, so they try to, you know, keep it under the wrap. So once you get in the trade, now fuck you. Now I'm about to put all your dirt out there. That's probably what happened. Of course, they not gonna stick by a nigga, you know, who trying to get a trade. I think they would have helped him if he would have stayed. I just think that was
But
a
that nigga
business
never
decision.
did no jail time.
I just think they already had the information that shit was happening. You feel what I'm saying?
That's the thing. These niggas never be doing jail time.
Cause if you a star player, you a certain amount of player, your team will do some shit to try to keep you, dog. They'll try to do some shit to help you, dog, if you on a team. But if you say you're not on a team, fuck you. They don't give a fuck about you. Now you can't have them NFL lawyers. Now they not about to pay the news people. Cause man, millionaires, rich people, and companies like that, they gonna know shit before it hit the news. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Soon a bitch file a report, they already they notify about that shit. Cause you're a fucking brand. Nah, you part of a brand. So they don't want to fuck up their brand. They do everything not to fuck up their brand, dog. That's what they protect first. But if you not on a team, fuck you. You there? They ain't about to protect your brand. Watson probably ain't did the bad shit they saying, but some of these niggas, man, be woman beaters, dog. A lot of niggas be woman beaters and shit, dude.
I know that. What's her name is? Miles Bridges.
Cause these niggas be having them egos, dog.
Miles Bridges beat it. He beat that girl. He definitely beat that girl.
That's why niggas always tell athletes, dog. Like, nigga, don't fuck with these women. Don't trust shit, dog. Don't you there? Cause and nigga, this era just works. We're in the era of the clout chasing. And like most of these bitches most bitches who do that sue shit, they get trained by their lawyers what to say because dog, most of them bitches win their cases, dog. Because by getting money. Cause you're gonna pay them bitches to like get that shit, stop talking about that shit. Most of them bitches, that's all they doing. They saying shit to try to get that money, dog. That's it.
He beat the hell out of that white girl.
But some of these niggas really be beating these chicks and like, nigga, them girls really be deserving that shit. What they get. But most of these women gonna take that money, son. They gonna take that over. They gonna take that $250,000. Huh?
What do you think on the DDG shit?
Yeah, even that shit. That shit, like, you can tell from the beginning, like, she did that because she mad, nigga. She can't control that nigga. It's like a woman. Like most women is women. They don't give a fuck if they on a Disney Channel, son. I don't give a fuck if they in the hood. You hear me? Women gonna get in their feelings, son. And women, if you break up with them, you ain't fucking with them. They gonna do shit to fuck up your life, son. It don't matter if they nice or they bad, son. All women do that shit. And she an Aries. Her being an Aries tell me a lot, man. Like I know all Aries said when they mad at you, especially a female Aries, they gonna do whatever, dog, to fuck up your image and fuck up. Like they gonna tell a story. They gonna make it like everybody like you did something.
Man, that bitch Holly ain't nothing. She ain't fooling
You
me.
can tell Holly just making up shit. Her lawyer told her to say all that shit, man. That nigga ain't do none of that shit. She 9 out of 10. She was the aggressor, dog. The lawyer told her to come out there saying shit first, dog, because the person who say shit first, it's like they got the advantage, dog. The person who go to the court first, the police first. It's a fact. And when women go first, even if they wrong, they got the advantage, though. So she she got the advantage when she went first. But DDG I think DDG got proof now. He got some shit too. And he probably ain't want to expose her because he a nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Most niggas, we don't want to expose when women are one being aggressive, doing shit. Because we niggas, man. Nobody ain't gonna feel sorry for us if a bitch smack us in the head, you hear me? They gonna be like, you a nigga. You should handle that. You feel what I'm saying? You should be able to handle that.
Now they tell you to walk
now
away.
I see he got receipts. He got shit of her being suicidal, being physical with him. And now her image fucked up. She did that to fuck up him. And she's so petty, she want to make him hurt and don't want to see his kid because that was going to make a nigga hurt the most, not seeing your kid. She fucked up her soul because she blinded by rage, you there? Now, the good image she had, that shit gone. So guess what, man? It's going to be companies like Disney and shit, they ain't going to want to fuck with you no more. Because what you bring with it, the controversy you bring with it. So she probably fucked up her career just to stop him from seeing his child. The one thing about DDG, what he got fan base money, you there, and close, huh?
Fact.
And when you got a community, dog, who gonna stand for you, nobody can't just put an image up you and people gonna believe it. You got people that's with you who gonna ride with you. And that's what you need to fight shit like this. To fight some crazy allegations. That's why if Young Boy went through some allegations, it ain't gonna go like that because Young Boy got supporters, dog, who gonna, you there? They gonna ride for him, dog. And you ain't gonna just be able to paint a narrative.
Next, I don't even think DDG toxic, bro. I think it's more of her, bro. I don't think that.
Oh, DDG, for sure that nigga toxic, dog. He even say he toxic. One thing, I ain't saying no nigga no angel, for sure. A nigga. For sure he probably toxic, son. When you love a chick or some shit, you gon' be some toxic in some kind of way. You gon' want your bitch, you gonna be arguing with her about who she on movie sets with. Like, what you doing on that movie, you know? Cause you care about a bitch. When you care about somebody, that's when you care about stupid shit like that. You don't want your bitch cheating on you or doing shit. And she probably the same way. Ain't want that nigga to collab with nobody. Probably ain't want that nigga to do songs with bitches. So they gonna be toxic in that way. So they probably was going at it like beef and verb, but that's every relationship that's regular shit.
That's regular, yeah.
But you know DDG been consistent. Nothing that ain't been coming out. DDG touching you doing crazy shit. He probably was a little stalkish. It's a lot of niggas. I'm not that type of nigga, but it's niggas, it's regular niggas down who go on bitches' phones. Some of you niggas probably did it. Go on bitches' phones and everything. I don't do that shit, but most niggas do it. It's a high percent of a nigga who going in a bitch phone, trying to see who they fucking with. If they think they bitch fucking with somebody, niggas be doing all type of shit, man. Niggas be going in a bitch house while they at work just to see if somebody in that bitch. Like, niggas be doing all crazy shit when they love a bitch. But I heard she had a fucking, I forgot the name of this shit, man. It's like a fucking device where you could track a motherfucker. She had trackers on that nigga and everything, dog.
Oh shit.
It is proof. It is fucking proof, nigga. She had trackers on the nigga, man.
Oh, talking about, but they said they was trying to say it was to track her baby.
Man, whatever. Even if it's to track her baby, that's crazy. Why the fuck you putting a tracker on your fucking? That's your fucking fault or your child. That mean you know how obsessive you is if you gotta do that. Like this man ain't gonna protect his fucking child. It ain't just because of the baby. You want to know if that nigga going by a bitch too. It ain't, you know.
Right.
Niggas ain't stupid. It's for the watch with a baby at and to see where that nigga. It's to see where he going at too. What her baby? So that means you don't even trust. Like you so fucked up about your baby, you don't even trust, and that's bad too. As a parent, you don't put a thank you. You don't put a thank you on. You hold a baby like the baby belong to you more than a fucking daddy. How she been acting through this whole shit by me watching, dog. What I see. She one of them fucking parents who wanna overly had a child. You barely can't have a fucking child. She want the child. We know the child came out you, but still though, you don't own the fucking baby more than the daddy. And that's how she been treating this situation. You can't fucking do that when you have a baby with somebody, dog. You just can't, y'all. It's gonna always be fucking problems. And you could tell how she doing it. She don't want the nigga to see a child at all. She want to have full custody, take the baby overseas. When this nigga got a family, he got a family who gonna take care of the baby. He got a loving mother. His mother, like, he got a mother who can watch the fucking child, and that's his real mama. She don't got that, dog. She don't got family who can watch it when she doing her business. She gonna have a baby with a fucking paid fucking person, dog. Paid nanny, dog. They not gonna love that fucking baby, dog, like DDG mother and his family would. It's a fact.
It's a fact, though.
So by them making money and doing what they doing, the baby better with DDG like at least 50% of the time. And more than it's with her. Cause he got real family who stay around him. He even be by his mother. He got a mansion. It's his mansion, but his mama stay in that bitch now. And they be in that bitch all day. They can watch his son all day while he's streaming in the house. That's better than being with a fucking paid nanny, dog.
Way better.
She got a baby going all over the country, dog. Flying all over the place. You know what I'm saying? That's bad, son. And you putting the baby in danger. You flying all the way to Italy and shit for movies. Like you bringing a baby overseas, a child. Like,
this shit for real, nigga.
wow, that shit should just be 50-50, dog. Like, just be 50-50. If y'all can't be together, 50-50 with the child.
It'd be so hard for motherfucker. It'd be so hard for motherfucker just get on home, bro.
That's why it'd be hard to be like, do you want to have a child with these chicks? Not knowing what they be on for real. And I ain't saying it just female, it be niggas too tripping, but we ain't in this situation where a nigga don't want to see their child. And I don't give a fuck if niggas think that he just want to see a child for the internet. I don't think that. But of course, they child famous, whatever, and people want to see their child. So if both of them post their child, dog, you feel what I'm saying? She posts Halo on her Snapchat and shit. And DDG was posting Halo, like, too. So like both of them do it. I just said she wasn't posting because people be saying like he using the child for views, man. Like that's people who don't know who the fuck he is. Nigga been having millions of views. Nigga got way more views before he had a child, man. Nigga DDG been had millions of subscribers, son. That's real. Been lit before he even fuck with her too. So you can't use that shit like he using her. He used her for views. He used, man, no, man. That nigga genuine wanted to fuck with her. Get it. And both of them went in that night. Yeah, they was fucking with each other. They was in that nice stage when you nice to each other, all that shit, but they start going through shit. And that's when you really find out if you can be in a relationship with somebody for real. So like you gotta go through some shit first. Like at that honeymoon stage, dog, when both of y'all trying not to make each other mad, y'all fucking every day. Y'all so happy going out like places, all that shit. That's the good time, dog. I'm talking about when you really gotta sit down and how y'all really learn each other. And y'all really go through some shit like you done did some shit I don't like, and I'm trying to, and we gotta work through that shit. And it's tough, dog. Cause if you a person who like, I ain't going for nothing, you ain't gonna like, you gotta work through some shit, dog. That like, even with me, that's why it's hard for me to be in a relationship. Cause nigga, motherfucker do something to me. It's like, I can't get past certain shit. So, but I gotta work. That's why you gotta work through that shit. If a motherfucker ain't cheat on you or something, if it ain't that big, like real talk, big, you should be able to talk through it and get. But some people just ain't going for nothing. Son. That's why a lot of relationships don't work. It only take one person to be like, fuck that, I ain't working through this. And that's it, dog. What else you could do? And if you got a bitter person, dog, who trying to just, like, you could tell Holly the bitter person, son. She filed all the shit first, dog. She went to the court first. You the bitter person, dog. You trying to take, you putting the people involved trying to take the baby, like, away. Like, you did it first. And that's common sense. She did it first, dog. They could have went through this shit by just talking and got through it. She brought them people up. Then you bring these allegations with it. Like you waited all the time to do all this shit at once. That's why it's calculated. It's common sense is calculated. I can't believe that shit because you ain't said why it was happening. Some of it might be true. I know, like, but I know all of it ain't true, dog. I just know shit. Just being a fucking human. You saying all that shit to win in that battle, in that court battle. Like it's simple. The worst shit you say about him, they can keep the baby. And now he got his shit. Cause he if he didn't care about his child, he'll let it go. Fuck it. She got no, you could tell he want to see a child he kept. Cause he rather go to court too. He got like that's letting you know he care about his child. He fighting for a child, dog. And I respect anybody who gonna fight for their child to see that even if they got problems with the spouse or their baby mama, baby father. You fighting to see your child regardless. I can fuck with it. I can fuck with it more than somebody who trying to keep a child away from somebody. For sure. Y'all just watch who y'all have children with. And even when you do that, shit still can happen, dog. We're in a real world, dog. You can't predict none of this shit. You can be in a relationship with a church woman, dog. You still gonna have the same problems as a fucking a couple, dog. Because people is still people. Huh?
That nigga Miles Turner, bro, just dunked all over, man. What the hell?
I saw that. He's 7 foot though. That was a 7 foot dunk over, nigga. That wasn't crazy.
It is crazy. That nigga don't do shit like that.
Shit, Turner do got dunks on. He got highlight tape. If we were to look up YouTube Turner dunks, so he got some shit.
I ain't never seen that nigga dunk like that.
What? Man, I hope they show it again, man. That shit was average. That shit not gonna be on top 10. It might do though, because it's the only basketball game they got. Dude. They ain't got no choice but to put that dogo on top 10. But come on, dog. There was regular season. They would have had 5 different better dunks than it.
It look like OKC gonna take this one. I don't know. They did blow it last game. Let's see if they.
Yeah, you gotta wait to the end, but yeah, this game probably done though. I said it was gonna be a blowout. I ain't know it was gonna be the other way around.
No, bro. Okay, I mean, I fuck with the Pacers, but they ain't blowing OKC out.
I ain't gonna lie. I see the strategy Thunder using. Yeah, Pacers can blow them out if they get into their offense. They start running and make threes. You could blow any team out. You get in your bag.
Yeah, but I'm talking about at home. OKC ain't finna get blowed out at home.
I feel you.
They one of the best home teams in the league.
I feel you. I could go with that.
Now one of them indie
I
games might be a
probably
blowout.
was wilding with that blowout shit.
One of the indie games might be a blowout. You might be right.
I should be wild. I wasn't gonna bet on that shit.
What?
I would have been crazy to bet that Indiana would have really blown them out this game though. But that's how I felt at that time. But I wouldn't have bet on that shit because look at the odds. Like they lost their first game in the finals, so they still at home. So it's gonna be hard for them to get blown out in this game because it's a must win for real.
The odds was favoring OKC like a month.
Right, and that's smart to do that. Cause they fighting, they gonna fight, and they at home. All that shit means something. They got like all that shit to win. So I was wilding with that shit. I thought the Pacers cracked the code and know that what they were. Yeah, I guess I was wrong, but I could be wrong because I thought the Thunder wasn't going. I thought the Thunder was gonna come out and do the same shit because it worked in the first game in the first half. But they switched their game up and changed and switched what they were doing. That's all that happened, son. Thunder really came with a different game plan. I thought they were gonna come out and use the same shit because it worked. But no, they played them straight up. I see. And that's what and they focus on defense this game, though. Like, and making them niggas play half court. I'm seeing it. They ain't want to let them niggas get out and run. And they made them niggas play half. They feel like they're a better half court team. And ain't nothing wrong with that strategy.
They are.
And I feel like this what they gonna do the whole finals, do. So I think it's on the Pacers to like, but the Pacers they did win that first game. They won that first game, so nigga, they still got the momentum right now, nigga, because they going at home.
Yeah, they got
1-1.
They got the split, so they already feel like they can beat them.
They gonna have to learn to play play against this physicality, dog. Like, and play half court, dog. They gonna have to learn how to play half court with each other, dog. Or like this shit, it's gonna be the same type of game.
This series can go two ways. You hear me?
Yeah.
This series can really go two ways, bro, if you think about it, though. If we want to be real. OKC can get these niggas out of here in 5 games, or the Pacers can beat these niggas in 6 or 7.
I know you just said that shit like you was Einstein or something. Then you said it slow like you said something. Like you really thought you said some shit that everybody know. You know that? Cat, y'all heard that nigga? That nigga said that shit like he said something special, you hear me? That nigga said it could go two ways. This team can win in 6 or this team will win in 5. Like nigga, we all know any team can win. Duh.
I'm not saying like any team can win. Stupid, duh. Any team can win. I'm just saying like how this series can go. Like,
duh, nigga. You just said both teams can win this shit.
Like the most like the who they play? Who they play? Who OKC played last series? Goddamn.
Timberwolves.
Yeah, like man, you knew that Timberwolves was outmatched against the Thunder. Bro.
No, I ain't know shit. You ain't you say the T-Wolves gonna win the finals?
Yeah, but I was just going off like because I fuck with Ant-Man.
Shut the fuck up. Just say you were wrong.
No, nigga, I was just going off I fuck with Ant-Man. Nigga, I know OKC.
Man, I don't give a fuck about none of that. You been saying them niggas gonna go. Stupid. You been said that shit, yeah, so stand on that shit.
Going for Ant-Man, nigga, because my team.
Man, nah, just Ant-Man. I was just going for Ant-Man, yo. I ain't trust they team. No, you was
the whole playoff, stupid nigga.
I know, so stand on. Don't say just because Ant-Man. You thought they had the team. It couldn't be just Ant-Man. You thinking a nigga like he Jordan, like he just gonna win a nigga a ring.
No,
you like the whole team, bro.
I didn't really. If I'm keeping it real, I didn't really think they could beat OKC because I'm not stupid. I've been watching OKC all year. I didn't really truly think that. Like
that ain't what you said. That ain't what you told me.
If I was a bet nigga, I wouldn't bet.
You didn't tell me that. You should have told me that.
But you lost some money?
Me, I'm standing on. I thought Boston was gonna win. I'm standing on that shit. I'm standing. I said it, nigga. I said it, nigga, and I believe it, nigga. And nigga, I would have like nigga, but nigga, least the niggas I went through, they got hurt. Like nigga got a ACL, all that shit. Them niggas wasn't right.
Woohoo, nigga, you said something that
you had a healthy fucking team and you trying to make up an excuse why they lost.
Man, I went with the Timberwolves because of Ant-Man. Man, that was it, bro. Who really believed in the Minnesota Timberwolves like that? Like with Ant-Man?
All the motherfuckers, boy. You ain't the only motherfucker. When it came to this playoff, though, a lot of motherfuckers thought they had a great chance. Me, I thought, I thought Jokic had a chance in this playoff to win, but I was wrong too.
Jokic wasn't beating. He wasn't beating the Clippers and OKC, nigga. One of them he was gonna lose to.
Nah, he was gonna beat the Clippers, man. Clippers is not that light for real. Like, y'all really think huh?
James Harden not that, yeah.
No, James Harden had a great fucking season for them. Nigga. I don't care what he had a great season. Like, this was a great fucking James Harden season. Like, I'm lying. Let's be real.
It was all right.
How he ran a team, dog. Like, and how he played, and he was trying to play defense a little bit. Like, the way he played, like, you could tell he wasn't a James Harden that ain't really give a fuck this season. Like, he cared a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga said he cared a little bit.
Nigga, you ain't wrong, nigga.
That's crazy to say an NBA player gotta care a little bit. Fuck, but like, nigga, he cared a little bit, man. You could tell, like, the coaching.
Nigga like him. That would a nigga like him.
He don't give a fuck. He gonna play how he play. He ain't gonna even run plays. He gonna play how he play because he think was gonna. Yeah, the coach called a play. He do what the fuck he want. That's the type of nigga he is.
Right.
This time he really was running through the plays, son. And he ran that team without Kawhi for a minute, son. Let's be real, son. He had a. That's why I respect it, son. I respect it. He really played for real this season, son. Like, he was locked in like most of the game. Huh?
But, I mean, he did have some help with him.
It took him this long to mentally grow, though. I think he really like locked into that system, dog, and he really I
ain't gonna lie, bro. We gotta keep it real, though. I do say that about James, but if they stay healthy in Brooklyn, bro, nobody would beat them.
Yeah, nigga, that was a motherfucking nigga. That was a fucking super team, nigga.
And they had trash ass Steve Nash as the coach.
This nigga, it wasn't Steve Nash, bro. It's them niggas couldn't stay healthy. It was just something was always happening, dog. To y'all.
I'm not blaming Steve. I'm not blaming Steve Nash. I'm just saying, like, Steve Nash was not a good coach, though.
Y'all can't tell me nothing, though. Y'all still let Giannis win that shit when he like hurt Giannis. Like, that was crazy.
In that series.
He still was hurt. He wasn't healthy. He wasn't 100% healthy, dog.
He didn't get hurt to the conference finals, bro. What are you talking about?
No, nigga, he ain't get hurt that bad to the conference. Giannis was hurt. He just hyperextended his shit in the conference final. I ain't talking about the hyperextend.
No, that's when he did it in the conference finals, nigga.
No, he got hurt before he played, dog. He tweaked some shit. He tweaked the conference finals. All right.
Giannis was fully healthy against us, bro.
All right.
He got hurt in the conference finals. Then he missed the game. Then they end up winning without him. And then he went into the finals and played through that little injury.
But am I lying, dude? Am I lying about y'all should have beat Giannis? Y'all let Giannis get, like, that would have been a year y'all would have did something, right?
Yeah, if KD big ass toenail went up, and they ain't have a big ass toe, nigga, we would have won this series. That shit would never went overtime.
Nigga. No, y'all, it just ain't like that. And I'm glad.
No, nigga, that went into overtime.
Y'all wasn't made to win no ring because all them bitch ass niggas were chasing the ring. Shit don't go like that. The basketball gods ain't letting that shit happen, dog. You ain't about to go be chasing rings like that, dog.
Man, look, man, they what's her name, man?
Y'all was chasing that shit. Them niggas really assembled that shit to chase that shit, like, and they thought they had an easy go. I ain't gonna lie, and y'all had some shooters. Y'all had shooters. Oh, I fucked it with y'all team.
Be trying to chase rings and shit. Nigga trying to bring everybody over there to play with
No, all them niggas were chasing the rings. All of them.
That went Kyrie. Kyrie ain't.
Man, that was Kyrie too, dog. We ain't about to take Kyrie out of this.
That nigga want to play with Harden. You crazy out your mind. That nigga ain't want to play with no James Harden.
Them niggas was having dinner and shit, talking about it for the summertime. Yeah. All them niggas, dog. They was having group if we were to see them group chats, nigga. Yeah, they was having group chats and everything.
Why Kyrie and Harden started beefing when Harden left? They were beefing a little bit. Not a lot. We
know why they was beefing, dog. Nigga, a lot of them, but all them niggas felt like it was Harden fault for real.
No, Kyrie got mad because
left. Remember Harden came in fat and everything? Remember?
Nah. They felt like Kyrie felt like Harden was trying to blame him because he was out of the vaccination. And then Harden wanted to leave.
Oh yeah, Kyrie was doing that stupid shit, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying like all he had to do was wait a couple weeks.
They was gonna have problems too, Kyrie dog, because let's keep it real. Kyrie felt like Harden was taking the ball out of his hand too, son.
No. They ain't had no problem on the court together. On the court, they ain't had no problems. You crazy.
I hear you.
Now your ass just talking. You just woofing.
I hear you.
You just woofing. On the court,
it never was nothing on the court. I hear you.
It was never on no court shit, boy.
It wasn't on. Then why the fuck y'all lost?
That nigga Kyrie went to the. That nigga went. He went to the 2 right away. Nigga, you like shit. Harden got Harden, got a point guard now. Go to the 2.
So if it wasn't never on the court, a problem, why the fuck y'all ain't win shit with them?
Because they couldn't stay healthy, dickhead. Duh.
Yeah.
Duh.
Man, that's always the excuse. I hate niggas.
We gotta keep it real
though. All right, keep it real or not. Long as they ain't do it, fuck them. They ain't do it.
Look at his bitch ass.
Fuck them.
That's why LeBron and Luka ain't finna win shit, nigga. You know.
Fuck them. Most of all the teams you be repping on don't do shit. Fuck them. Fuck them.
You heard me. You heard me.
What?
Well, at least you do know that LeBron and Luka ain't about to win shit though.
Shit. Shit. How much you want? Wait.
I know you got that. I know you got that.
I bet money Luka win a ring. I bet money Luka win a ring in LA.
I know you got that 50% delusion.
I bet money Luka win a ring in LA for sure.
But Luka ain't winning no ring. Who they all gonna go get to help him win the ring? Yeah.
Man, I don't know, but I bet Luka win a ring in LA.
You better go get somebody that's valuable. I don't think you can't say that, bro. You say Luka don't care about winning rings, so you can't even say Luka gonna win the ring.
We gonna put some young stars with Luka now.
Chat now all of a sudden Luka gonna win the ring with the LA when this nigga told me when Luka was with the Mavs that nigga don't care about.
Yeah, that's Luka with the Mavs. Fuck the Mavericks. Kyrie ain't gonna win no ring with the Mavs neither.
You crazy. We wanna win next year.
Fuck no.
You just gotta
Mavericks,
stay healthy.
It don't even sound right. The Mavericks winning them. Like that shit don't even sound right.
Man, we going back to the finals, nigga.
It don't matter. I'm talking about winning. That shit don't sound right. The Mavericks won the finals. Like that shit against who?
We got the best player in the next 20 years, nigga.
Against who? That ain't the best player in the next 20 years. Get the fuck out here. That's Ben Simmons with a jump shot. That's Ben Simmons with a jump shot, yo. Get the fuck out of here.
Ben Simmons with a jump shot. That's a cheat code, though. That's a cheat code, though.
Nah, if Ben Simmons had a jump shot right now, he still would be average.
Now you tripping, bro.
If Ben Simmons had a jump shot right now, he'll still be average, son.
You talking about right now or with Philly?
I ain't say Philly. I say right now.
Made that nigga.
Because you know, in Philly, nigga, you know, in Philly, he was aggressive at one time. So now he lost all that shit, but nigga, he was at least aggressive. You had him that aggressive with a jump shot. Of course, he would have been above average. But I'm saying, you Ben Simmons with a jump shot right now, still a 6, probably 15 per score, like, and probably, you know, still don't dominate though. Still ain't no all-star though.
Stop it.
Because of his confidence. But let's be real. They got the same type of athleticism. They do the same type of shit. Like, they played like that kind of, he played that kind of way in college, son. It just, he got a jump shot. Who? So I'm right saying, like, coming out of college, that nigga ain't nothing but Ben Simmons with a jump shot. Like, that shit is like a real assessment.
No, it's not. It's stupid. They don't even play it like.
Like, watch it. Cooper Flag gonna have to show me something, dog. I do not see a fucking generational type of fucking player. I'm like, and he from Duke. I fuck with him. He played for Duke. I fuck with it, but I ain't seeing no shit. Dumbass. I ain't seeing no shit I saw before. Like, didn't see before. I'm sorry. Michael Beasley was coming out of college playing better than that nigga.
He only did it 1 year.
A lot of niggas did 1 year.
First off, he scored 42 points in the college game. Ain't shit you can say. Ain't shit you can tell me about a nigga who scored 40 in the college game. That he ain't.
Man, JJ Redick probably scored 40 in the college game before.
I knew your bitch ass was gonna say that shit, and he ain't. And he way.
JJ Redick. Who else, man? What the other white boy who used to be balling in college? Man, it's a lot of white boys who was scoring fucking 40. And where they at now?
And I'm glad you said JJ Redick. JJ Redick was a damn good player in the NBA.
Get the fuck out of here. A damn good player like what? He wasn't even on. Let me bring up Kirk Hinrich. He wasn't even a Kirk Hinrich level ass player.
What? Now your ass just you just running your
no shit, what?
Bro, shut up, bro. You just
Kirk Hinrich can go in fucking Chicago right now and be noticed and get respect. And man, Redick can't go to no team he used to play for and just get like nobody.
Go to Philly, nigga. He can go to Philly.
And nobody ain't gonna give a fuck. He not getting no free cheesesteaks. He not getting no free cheesesteaks in Philly.
All right, bro. You just be talking, bro. You just be running your mouth.
Nah, I'm just talking, dog. Man, you hyping up that. JJ Redick wasn't that player in the NBA like that. I'm sorry.
You hyping up Kirk Hinrich.
You talking about a nigga who had a better college career than an NBA career, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. What are you talking about, for real?
You dick around Kirk Hinrich. This bitch ass nigga.
Kirk Hinrich played a long fucking time, nigga. And he did more for the team.
You was a bitch ass nigga. Cause Kirk Hinrich best season is not better than
I gotta be a bitch ass nigga, dog. Cause Kirk Hinrich.
Yeah. Kirk Hinrich best season is not better than JJ Redick best season. JJ
I said career. Who had the better career? Who had the better career?
JJ Redick, stupid nigga.
Cap. Fucking Cap.
Oh God, he had a better record than a better career.
Show me right now. Show me right now why you got. Show me why you got the internet on. Why you on the internet on your stream?
Man, all right,
show me right now.
Running his mouth, y'all. I can't. You can't
show me right now.
They just be running their mouth, man. They don't know what. They don't know basketball for real, man.
Man, I do know basketball, dog.
You said Kirk Hinrich had a better career than JJ Redick, man. Get out of here, man. I can't take you serious.
That's how I feel. You prove me wrong.
I'm finna prove your ass wrong right now, nigga.
It's a long time ago, man.
Man, that nigga best season, he had 16 points, nigga.
It's the first time I ever you brought up Kirk Hinrich. It's your fault. It's your fault.
Nah, nigga, it's your fault. Nigga, you brought up him cause I say
you brought up him early. You made me think of that nigga.
18 points a game, 17 points a game, 15 points a game, 16 points. Man, this nigga, man, get this nigga out of here, man. Get this nigga out of here. He already cooked, y'all. He already cooked, nigga.
How many years did they really play?
More years than Kirk Hinrich, bitch ass.
How many years he played, son?
He played like 16 years, 15.
I didn't even want to know.
More than Kirk Hinrich, bro. Just know. You ain't even got to pull it up, bro.
Put me on something, dog. I must have forgot about JJ, man.
Yeah, you forgot about JJ. Yeah, you know you forgot about JJ Redick.
Put me on, yeah.
15 seasons. Nigga forgot
15 seasons. I can't talk shit about JJ, yo.
You got me think you was trolling.
I was trolling that a little bit, yeah. Show me kind.
Kirk Hinrich played 13.
What Kirk Hinrich average, man? You know, I'm talking shit. I don't know Kirk Hinrich fucking stats.
They average the same though.
So I was kind of right, but I'm just saying this was a blind debate for me, dog. I wasn't serious about this debate, but nigga, I'm still kind of close though. I'm still kind of close though. Them niggas tight a fucking Kirk. I'm just saying Kirk Hinrich get more respect than a JJ Redick to me. Like I guess you feel like because JJ Redick got a podcast and shit. He got a podcast and shit.
Nigga, I don't even like JJ Redick like that, nigga. But you just
I'm just saying Kirk Hinrich had an impact. I feel like he had a bigger impact to me on his team and on that city than JJ Redick had. And you say he had it on Philly.
And what
I forgot that time when he was like
JJ with the Clippers.
Huh?
I can say the same thing about JJ with Philly and the Clippers.
But I'm glad you showed that though, man. Kirk Hinrich was solid, man. Now when I debate about a nigga and I bring up Kirk Hinrich and they're a Kirk Hinrich type level nigga, I'm a So I'm still with right here, Kirk Hinrich level ass nigga, JJ, dog.
OKC takes game 2, tie the series up. What you saying though?
Hollenberg and Siakam still had 2 back-to-back shitty games. That nigga Siakam really selling, dog. Like that's the main key. Siakam ain't dominating. They really locking. They game plan is to shut both of these niggas down and it's working. So I hope they can get some energy and play better at home. They should play better at home in front of their crowd. But the good thing about playing good at home, your bench your bench players wake up a little bit more, man. So they gonna need that energy.
Halliburton ain't doing shit, man.
But I feel like they gotta, Siakam gotta do some shit. They gotta start putting the ball. They gotta give it to Siakam at the free throw line. You gotta give him the ball in the middle of the fucking court for you can't double team. You can see the double team better, and you really can't double team. They gotta find a way, dog, to make Siakam a factor, dog. Because if Siakam a factor, that's gonna open up everything for the Pacers to me.
You're right.
And I think that's what they trying to do. They just can't do it. They've been trying to feed that nigga. They just can't do it. They can't. You hear me?
Bro, you gotta get credit to OKC defense.
I am. But how many times you can't just say somebody gonna shut you down? You gotta fucking play through. You gotta play better. Okay, I'm giving OKC props, but as a fucking player, dog, I feel like nobody supposed to shut you down, dog. I feel like, dog, as the offensive player, you could do you set your own fate, dog.
The pressure is on OKC, bro.
I know it's still on OKC, still, but this game right here take the pressure away a lot, nigga. If I beat y'all like this. This shit was like a boxing match, right? This second, it was a boxing match, nigga, and nigga.
OKC wasn't gonna come out with a whole nother like. I don't know what you think. OKC was just gonna lay down for these niggas and let them win again.
Yeah.
You sure?
I wanted them to take their heart, dog, but I guess they couldn't do it. That's the Kobe the Mamba mentality, dog. I ain't see that, dog. Like it's hard for these niggas to have it, dog. What the fuck? Them niggas played a solid game, dog. Them niggas was efficient. What Williams did this game?
Who, J-Dub?
Yeah.
J-Dub had a good game. Yeah, decent game. 19, 5 and 5.
Solid.
Typical J-Dub type of game.
You know you're gonna lose. J-Dub having 19 and shit, and the Pacers top fucking niggas ain't even had 19. So that should let you know. Siakam 3 for 11, dog, is not, dog. You can't tolerate that shit.
The big key in this game was Caruso. And
Caruso hit some solid threes.
Wiggins. Caruso hit a bunch of threes in this game. Let me see how many points he had. He had a bunch. And nigga Caruso had 20 points, bro. What the hell? Well, it did feel like it though. And Wiggins had 18. I know Wiggins was going off. At 18 points out the bench enough.
Huh?
At 18 points out the bench there from Wiggins.
See? Yeah. I ain't see that. Yeah. If Wiggins having more points than your best scores, yeah, of course you lose. That's why I say, man, like Like the Pacers still got momentum, but
no, Caruso.
You can't.
Hold on, Caruso. No, but Wiggins, nigga, Caruso had more points than you. Nigga, Caruso had.
I told you Caruso gonna be solid. I told you Caruso gonna be solid, dude. Caruso one of them players who don't give a fuck, man. He gonna be solid.
Nigga, you called me crazy because you said you would take Austin Reeves over him. So what you talking about, nigga?
I still taking Austin Reeves over him.
On the championship team, you crazy, boy.
On this team right here, too.
You crazy. Not the way he defended. Yeah,
I'm saying you ain't wrong for wanting Caruso on this team.
Shit.
Because this team stacked. This team stacked for real. His impact is icing on the cake. Whatever he do. They just need him to make it harder for the best player on the court when he on the court. But Caruso learned some shit though, man. Caruso been learned I don't think pressure get to Caruso. I think he learned that. I think he learned that shit from playing with LeBron, dog. That's what I think.
That's a fact, though.
Look, you can learn some shit from LeBron, dog. I think he learned about pressure and and how to play in certain games from LeBron, dog. And he already got that, dog. So Caruso, one of them players who gonna be a solid piece for his whole career type shit. He gonna be one of them niggas who move around, especially if he keep being solid with that three. That's all you need, dog. Defense and a 3-point fucking shot, dog. And you make that three when it count. Cause you gonna be open, dog. People is gonna leave you open, dog. They don't trust you. People gonna live with your shot. But as long as you make that bitch, you don't feel pressure, you make it. Dog. A nigga like that can end their career with 5 rings, dog. Real shit.
Like on some Robert Horry type shit.
Not Robert Horry. Robert had about 8 of them bitches, huh? But I get, something like that. We gotta go a little lower than Robert Horry though. Robert Horry different. Robert Horry had about 8, 7 of them bitches. That's different level.
Yeah.
I think he could be a James Poet. It's other niggas who got the same type of career. I just can't name all them niggas, but I like this, James, but a Robert Horry type nigga, man. Yeah. And them type of niggas, they don't make it to the Hall of Fame all the time, but them niggas be legendary in every city they did that shit in. But there was a good finals, man. Them niggas, OKC, fuck. Y'all better show some heart. Y'all, nigga, y'all rank so damn high.
Hell yeah.
I feel like, man, they bounced back in the finals, man. So, nigga, they all that first game, dog. That shit could have made any nigga that take a lot out of motherfucker, dog. That's crazy. For them to put that game behind them, dog. Them niggas, dog. I gotta give it to the coaching, dog.
Yeah, that was great coaching by OKC coach this game.
They really got them young niggas playing like veterans. Huh? I said they really got them niggas playing like veterans.
All right. Well, they got that one little experience. Like,
I get that last season shit. That's all right. That's hilarious. I'm just saying they coach. It's that coaching too. That coaching got them niggas playing like beyond their years.
I think it's gonna be a lot of moves in the offseason though.
Oh yeah, man. You got to. You gonna have to make some moves, dog. You wanna compete with these motherfuckers. These motherfuckers now there. I feel like my Pelicans would have been the same way if injuries ain't fuck us up. I think we had a chance to make that elevation to be one of these young teams that get respect now that's playing like, cause we had the roster to do it, dog. Like the beginning of that season, something like we had a fucking roster that can make some noise. The league know it. They was watching that shit. Huh?
The one thing I can say about y'all niggas built the perfect team around Zion. Y'all just can't stay healthy.
I know this season and like nigga, and now nigga, all these teams, nigga, they got a leg up over us now, dog. Like these niggas got another year under their belt. Now these niggas know how to play. Now Shea really know how to play now. Shea just gotta play the same way his whole career, huh? He know to manipulate the game. The shit is easy to him, dog. And now you got Holmgren gonna be there and Williams solid. Oh, who gonna stop them niggas from keep doing shit for real? Only thing can stop them is injuries. What's gonna stop the T-Wolves from fucking T-Wolves grow too as a team?
Yeah.
And like even the fucking Nuggets, nigga, the Nuggets gonna be back. The Nuggets really don't need that much, nigga. The Nuggets, it's man, dog. If the Nuggets really want, the Nuggets just don't get anybody to play on their team though. They get players who gon' you know, they don't just pick by talent. Huh?
The Nuggets need to get like 2 pieces. They need to add like 2 pieces today.
I know they right there, son. They can just and they can do it. They got the space. They got shit to do it. They get the 2 right pieces, son. They back at where they was at for real. It's a lot of teams who don't need that much niggas to really be on toe. Man, the West, the East too. The East got to do some shit too. But people won't come to the West now. But not people was wanting to come to the West, but now people probably don't want to come to the West. All the fucking people we got now. It's gonna be hard to make a fucking all-star game in the West.
Hell yeah, you're gonna have to be putting up all the time.
30, 28 and up, you heard? Think about this shit. Think about Jokic. Look. Think about Shea and Jokic in the West. That's why I'm gonna tell you, dog. The East. Who the fuck, like, niggas talking about the East gonna get Kevin Durant? Man, no, I don't know if them niggas really, some of them niggas might want to go to the East because they think it's gonna be easier.
Nah.
A nigga like Kevin Durant might go to fucking, you there? For real, Miami. Now, I ain't gonna lie, he'll be smart to go to the Spurs. That'll be smart to go to the Spurs. That'll be a perfect, dog. Wemby will be a perfect teammate for that nigga.
Nigga, the Spurs. It made sense for the Suns to trade for them niggas because they can get Dylan Harper.
Huh?
I said it makes sense for the Spurs to trade for the niggas because they can get Dylan Harper.
Who, the Suns?
Yeah.
You right. Like that trade pick, that hold a little capital, but like even I ain't gonna lie, it don't hold that much capital. If this shit was deeper, though, it'll be a no-brainer that they'll do this trade. But I don't know if they I don't know, especially the Spurs. I know the Spurs would do it, but I don't know if the Suns gonna think this nigga Harper is a fucking generational player like that to lose Kevin for him. I don't know it. I don't know if I'm a risk. Maybe for Cooper Flag, dog. I don't know.
He ain't gotta be, nigga. He ain't gotta be no generational player, nigga. They already
nigga. Soon Kevin Durant leave and y'all get this second pick, nigga. That's a rebuild right there. That's a fucking 5-year gap,
bro. No, it's not. They already building around Devin Booker. Devin Booker just got extended, so they already building around him. All you doing is just add Dylan Harper,
and it's gonna take fucking 5 more years to get
Keldon Johnson. You go get Vassell, nigga. That's KD right there. All 3 niggas.
Man, that put the Suns behind the Trailblazers in the West.
No, it don't.
Of course, there's no way they making a playoff with that roster, son.
Bro, the Suns be set.
Man, Devin Booker, though, is not that nigga like that could do it by himself. Like, I'm sorry.
You gotta think, bro. He gonna have Keldon Johnson. He gonna finally reach his potential. Devin Vassell. Gonna have Dylan Harper. Oh, they would need, and they gonna have money. And they gonna have money. And
you gonna have Harper who coming as a rookie, dog.
But KD is old and making too much money.
Of course, a nigga like KD need to get overpaid. You gotta overpay some hitman. Some niggas you put on your team, that nigga's a hitman. He's a sniper. Them niggas get overpaid, dog, because we know what they gonna do in that big game if it come to that shit.
Yeah, but dead shit. I mean, it's not like you're gonna win with KD anyway. Like they weren't gonna win anyway. So,
man, I mean, they ain't went. They had a chance to even try. It's KD, nigga. Fuck the other nigga. I don't know. You just don't respect KD no more. You wild.
Yeah, let him. Yeah, because he's a side kid, nigga. Go over there with Wemby, nigga. We know where you want to go, Wemby, to try to get your, compete for another championship. Yeah, he's just a side kid. That's all he is. There's nothing wrong with it. It's still a great
sport. He ain't no sidekick. He ain't no sidekick. Kyrie a sidekick. KD ain't no fucking sidekick, nigga. That nigga went to the Warriors and won MVP in the final.
Good sidekick, Steph Curry.
He ain't no sidekick. That nigga was super. He was the #1 player.
He went to another nigga team.
He went to that bitch and became the #1 player, nigga. So get the fuck out of there. And at that time, nigga, it was him and LeBron. It wasn't it was him and LeBron going at it for #1 player in the league. It was KD and LeBron. It wasn't nobody else. Tell me when Kyrie ever became. Tell me when Kyrie ever competed for the second or the best player in the league. When Kyrie ever competed to be the best player?
Boston,
never. Never.
Why the fuck you on Kyrie, dick? You always break.
I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it because that's your GOAT. That's the only reason you coming at KD because of Kyrie. That's the reason you feel like you feel. It's because of something with Kyrie. You mad because KD and Kyrie ain't worked, dog, and you hate KD.
I would love KD to come team up if he wasn't so expensive, but consider I don't want them.
We ain't about to just say like KD wasn't second best player in the league for a while. We ain't about to do that.
Only for like what, 2 years?
Man, KD been him, son. Even when Kobe still was dominating, nigga, it was KD taking shooting titles away from Kobe and shit. It was KD.
Hell no, nigga, never.
KD took a lot of shooting titles when in the Kobe era.
Only niggas like you thinking that shit, man.
He was. I was a Kobe fan, so I wanted Kobe to win MVP every year and scoring title. And it was niggas like KD taking that shit away from him. It's a fact.
Man, nigga, only have bitch ass niggas like you think that.
That nigga been getting buckets. We ain't about to like play like that. We ain't about to do that. We ain't about to do that, sir. We ain't about to do that with KD. So we can't do that. I gotta keep it real. Like even if a nigga talked about Melo, I could talk. Melo used to get buckets at one time. So it's niggas like it's niggas. You gotta still let them. You gotta show them niggas like you gotta show them niggas what niggas used to do. They forget.
He can go there where I want to be Dickney and be the best, like be the best scorer. He ain't no better player than Wemby. He'll be the best scorer.
See, I don't think KD. That's what you care about. You care about him trying to be the best player in that. I don't think he care about that. Wemby not gonna outscore KD.
I said best scorer, nigga. I know he don't care because he know he ain't the best player. Duh, dumbass.
Man, if KD go to Spurs, he the best player on that team, dog. KD is better than Wemby right now. KD is a better player than Wemby right now. He is. He's a better player than Wemby right now, y'all.
You can't argue with niggas like you.
KD is a better player than Wemby right now, y'all. He is. I'm sorry. Y'all don't want to believe it. I'm sorry. But show me shit that can prove that he not.
I'm clipping you.
So Wemby better than KD. I want to clip this too. Let's get it understood. Do you think Wemby better than KD right now?
Wemby, I played this nigga 3 straight times, and he would say Wemby played this nigga 3 straight times.
Man, no, them going back to back don't mean shit to me.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
Them playing in the game don't mean shit to me, dog. Like that don't mean shit to me. That do not gonna prove who the best player out of them. That is not gonna prove who the best player out of them, dog.
You know, man.
Answer my question. Is Wemby better than KD? That's all I want to hear.
Yes, Wemby right now is better than that bitch ass.
Yeah, get you the fuck out of here. It's time to end stream then.
Who you start your team with right now? Who you start your team right? A 36-year-old KD or Wemby?
Look how stupid you sound. That's a stupid question.
Answer the question, eh?
That's like saying who you starting your team with. Who you starting your team with a Wizard Jordan? That's like saying some shit like who you starting your team with who you starting your team with, y'all? Look.